Okay, we're about ready to go. Let's get it, boys. What's up? I'm big now. I honestly can't tell if that's right or not. No, that doesn't look right. Made me smaller. I was messing about with my lighting before. That's why I was huge. I want to try and improve my lighting slightly. Does that look right? I feel like am I a little... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move me ever so slightly down. I don't know how loud. Sorry if I'm really loud in your ear right now. Right, let's get started. Yeah, if you... Let me just, for starters actually, that music is a little bit too loud on my headphones. I think it's fine on stream. Let me just knock it down to my headphones slightly. There we go, that's better. I can actually hear myself think now. That can stay. That can go. That can stay. And... Oh, I don't know how to say your name, sorry. Barting? Support. Anyway, I appreciate you being here. Literally first one in the stream. I need to take this. I've got this like bracelet that I'll wear just when I'm out and about, but it's a pain in the arse when I'm moving my hand like around a mouse. Cause it's just like, it just rubs. Support here, how can you help? Stop being mean, Geordie. Anyway, yeah, if you are in the Discord, which most of you will be, then you will have seen my levels already in the Discord. They're basically, well, I'm waiting to see what we get at open in 10 minutes. And then I'm looking for this liquidity pool to get swept probably, and then shorts is what I'm looking for. We have data low, which I'll mark out. But I'll probably target the most recent relative equal lows. That's data low. We have data low, we have this sell side, we have this sell side. And we'll have midpoint of the gap as well to target. Ladies and gents, sons and daughters, start your engines. Start your funded accounts. Do you know something that is cool? Where right now we are popping around. That's a daily level that can be moved there. I've got yesterday's. This is yesterday's wick on the daily chart. So I've got since this is a pretty long wick, I've got each of these individual levels marked out. Just as more of like just like a study thing. I'll pay more attention if it wants to come up to this midpoint up here. I'll have more. What's the word? More conviction on that level. And, honestly, I'm not really expecting us to reach up there. I'd expect us to pop above that buy side. Oh, that's interesting. And then come down for shorts. That's what I'm waiting for. A+ setup has formed. Ooh, short or long, Geordie? And to where? What's the signal? Give me the signal. How does just, by the way, if someone can tell me if everything sounds good and looks good and all that stuff, I'd appreciate it. Yesterday's first presented. It is, I ended up marking out as just a really small one. If I toggle, it's this, there. I ended up just targeting this, or not targeting, highlighting the really small one that formed, because like if you do pay attention to that specific, so this one here, the 939 candle, that's the fair value gap. I didn't have too much conviction on the day because it was so small, but if you drag that through price and look, like broke above it during a macro here, retested it during a macro over here, stayed in the middle of the lower half of it, and were lower for these two smooth lows here. Where else? You could argue here, but that doesn't look anything too clean. And yeah, kind of left it. Going into the macro, going into the last hour, give a little setup there. Broke below it, came up, retested, body stayed in the lower half, going into a macro, shot down, targeted. What with these smooth lows here? No smooth lows there. So it was in play. It was absolutely in play. Morning, Journey. Morning, Mario. Sounds good. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do I look good, though? That's the more important thing. I need to look the part, guys. How am I going to be profitable if I don't look profitable? These headphones add to my profitability straight away. By the way, you are probably... This is a forewarning. You're probably in for a pretty talkative stream today. I have got about 500 to 600 milligrams of caffeine in my system currently, so... We're feeling pretty energized today. Yesterday I was I don't know if anyone was in here yesterday. Did I seem low energy yesterday? I felt low energy. Do. Hey Journey, top of the morning to you. I thought that said top of the mountain to you then. I thought Jordy had done a little pun. Five minutes till open. $600 milligrams rookie numbers. What's a Geordie's caffeine day look like? Everyone type in chat right now. I want to see everyone's on average daily caffeine intake if you know it. If you don't know it, just say like, I don't know, like 3-4 coffees or however many coffees. I'm curious to see everyone's daily caffeine intake on average. Because I'd say 5 to 600 milligrams is a lot, but it's kind of my daily average. But that's mainly because I take pre-workout when I go to the gym. Like the pre-workout that I take is literally 400 milligrams in one like serving. So. Journey, you have no caffeine. Jesus, how do you exist? I don't know what I'd do if I had no caffeine. Like, ow. I'd be so, well, I can tell you I'd be absolutely nowhere nearly as productive. I'd probably just sit and like slum about all day because I just have no motivation. Caffeine is liquid motivation. I should go into like some sort of coffee business. I'd smash that. Might have a soda in the afternoon, but I'm a no coffee. But okay, that's fair. Like I don't drink coffee. I drank coffee and like I do drink coffee, but I'm not much of a I'm not a type of guy that's like gets up and needs his morning brew. I'm the type of guy who gets up and needs his morning pre-workout instead, or his morning Monster. That's my main source of caffeine, is pre-workout and cans of Monster. Oh, Journey, you are a tea guy. I remember, yeah. Yeah, but when I need some little juice to focus. I remember having some sort of chat with you a while ago, Journey, about some sort of tea. Okay, that was weird. My eyes just jumped to the screen because I saw that we jumped on the chart, but I thought we'd opened, but no, the random 927 candle, very unpredictable candle. Do you know something I want to pay attention to, or I'm going to try and pay attention to more? Because I mean, obviously, everyone in here, I'm assuming, will know the like macros and all that stuff. So, what I'm thinking. This is first presented for ViGap stuff as well. I've noticed that during a macro, it just seems to be more sensitive to like levels in general, not even like just the first presented fair value gaps, but like new day opening gaps, new week opening gaps, all any ICT level really. Price seems to be, I don't know if I'm just kind of seeing this and it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but yeah, I feel like price is just more responsive to levels when it's during a macro or like right before a macro. I'm not much of a macro guy, but like all I normally think when I see that we're going into a macro is I'm like, okay, we're going into a macro, I should expect price to get a move on. But even if it weren't to get a move on, I'd just be like, oh, well, okay. We didn't get a move on. I want everyone to like the stream, by the way, before open. I've been asking for likes too late in the stream. I want to get like, if everyone likes the stream right now before open, allegedly, I don't know what I'll do. I'll hit my best trade ever. Probably load up my accounts. That's probably a good idea, isn't it? That's probably a smart idea if I'm gonna take a trade. Doom. Okay, we've opened. So that's the opening price, and then regular trading hours. Midpoint would be whatever price that is. 49.50. Here comes the buy side that I mentioned. There it is. Knock above the buy side. Honestly, if you were really aggressive, I'd be 2L souping that. I was looking back at the charts in 3am at a cluster of stuff. New week opening gap, Monday's B&G, Friday's B&G, the 7th B&G, all there. I will have taken the 7th, yeah, I'll have taken the 7th off my chart by now, but it's still interesting for sure. Bounce, then we see bounces at every level. Yeah, it's just interesting. Real interesting stuff. Okay, I low-key want to short this simply off of a 2022. Like, at open 2022, but wait, I'm going to have to swipe off the chart, so if you type anything, I can't see it just yet. I honestly want to short this fair value gap. I don't even know if we're going to get there. I'm looking for these, like, ultimately. 994.5 and 978.75. How big's that gap? Can't be more than like 60 points, right? Yeah, 50 points. The issue is with 930 2022s is you can't have a limit order placed here because how 930 2022s work is essentially you want to see it come up into a fair value gap. Give it the, what's the word I'm looking for? Give it the allowance to wick above and then see if it comes and closes back in. And then that's when you enter. So they're a bit tricky in that sense. This might even be first presented. If that's first presented, I honestly might short there. Is it even gonna be first presented? That short, I really don't mind. What's the stop there? Yeah, okay. So that would be what? Just over $50 risk. Does it look better on any different time frames? Not really. It also looks very different. Okay, that's annoying. Right, what price is that? 6275. That fair value gap that just formed literally isn't there on the micro, which is very weird. Or is it? No, yeah, it's literally not there on the micro on TopStep X. That fair value gap literally isn't there. Let me swipe across the chart real quick. Anyone said anything? Opening range gap, 50% fill so far. Yep. Yep. Got that. I got that one, Mr. Jordy. Oh, oh wait, no, there's not a volume imbalance. I was gonna say it's on the micro. This body is lower though, and ICT. I've mentioned this in the past. I just don't want to do it, but ICT has mentioned that. I think that is. I think he's gonna release that in his book. He's gonna say that if this body, you see how that first body is lower, then that's your fair value gap. Because technically, like me and Mr. Knox have discussions about this. Where we have had a discussion about this that is logically how it would make sense. If you would include a volume imbalance this way, you would include it that way because it's on a lower time frame. There'll be a volume imbalance between this candle. There's a gap between this candle's close and this candle's open because this candle closed at 48 even. This candle opened at 48.25. So there is a 1 tick gap in this candle. Also, Monday's PM. Monday's PM is a thing. I'm gonna take that limit order off because I'm becoming actually the 3 minute looks good. But what's the risk for what is the risk for the reward? Oh yeah, it's easy. Easier 1.1 to 1.8. If not like over a 1 to 2. But that's if it wants to come and fill me in time. I will put the limit order back there, but on the 3 minute basis. I'm not confident in the fact that I would get filled though, but we'll see. So far, this is looking good though. There is a volume imbalance between those candles, but I don't want to enter there because that's just a pretty low entry based off my stop loss placement. What I'm hoping is that this isn't a data low, like sweep, and then like higher. I want these lows. Whether we get them is obviously depends. Journey, I hope you have the new day opening gap that it just tagged noted. That's pretty cool. For anyone that's interested, bang. New day opening gap. This is why I don't have all these levels on one chart, because that's horrendous. That's much cleaner. I haven't been filled yet, by the way. But like this could be just like I'm not gonna chase this. This can come up, tag me, or it can run away. Whatever it pleases. Just double check that we definitely don't have any news today, other than the PPI candle. This week so far has been clean. At least to me it has. I like how I say that and it's fucking... Oh no, I thought it was Tuesday for a second. It's Wednesday. Monday I didn't even bother trading. Or did I? I can't remember. I didn't, no. Tuesday, yeah. Well, Monday I wasn't streaming. I was getting a new Wi-Fi installed. That's why I wasn't trading. Monday just feels like it didn't happen to me right now. It's really weird. Tuesday felt like Monday, which is weird because Tuesday was CPI. But it did chop a bit. Like there was... you guys will remember if you were in that stream yesterday, I did say these lows will get swept and then chop. And those lows got swept and then, I mean, don't know about you, but that looks pretty choppy to me. Certainly not clean until like, what, the last hour? And then the last hour it decided to tank. He said getting a new wife. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't around on Monday. I was getting a new wife. Mrs. Capital. Mrs. Kai Capital. Mrs. Capital would be Cammy's wife. Headphones they're starting to go uncomfortable again. I found the sweet spot for them and then they just started aching. Still not got... I do kind of know where the sweet spot is though, so that's good. See, now this 5 minute has formed. I don't know about London low. I don't know. Feels like yes, but I don't know. Yeah, unsure. These equal lows, 100%. London low, we'll see. Not 100%. That wasn't financial advice. Don't cancel me. I mean, right now it's just kind of chopping. Also, you know when I said about Journey saying that you were like the #1 in the stream, turns out that didn't apply to like the channel. It applies to the current stream. So like right now, Mr. Journey is king of the stream. And Jodie, you're #2. You're the queen of the stream. So I'm just going to engagement farm the shit out of you boys. Can make you compete for first place. I wonder if 50. I'm still banking on the fact that I could get filled on this. I'm essentially just waiting for a fairly deep retracement. But it's not even a fairly deep one, it's literally just a retracement into a premium. From this range. Because my order is like, what, up there, so it's literally the first premium array. Well, you could consider that 5 minute the first premium array. If I entered that 5 minute, what would the trade look like? Let's see. It would be about an $80 risk. For the first target, 1 to 1.4, so not ideal. Second target 1 to 1.85, but I only have one micro, so I can only do one target. London low 1 to 3. I'm not really heavily convicted towards London low being swept. I'll leave my entry at the 3 minute. The 5 would be what there? Yeah, 5 would be 50, so my limit is like what, 7 points higher. So assuming it doesn't just literally just tap that 5 minute and then go, I should get filled. I feel like I've got too many levels on here now. Get rid of them quadrants, get rid of that data low that's been taken. Get rid of all those fair value gaps, they can get gone. Why are they still there? Oh, these ones. What is all these? I end up with so many levels on my charts, honestly. I end up with way too many levels. I think once these lows get taken, I'll cut my limit there, cause yeah, after that I'm not sure. We could get like that's my target hit basically, so I'm not gonna wait to get filled on a trade where my target has been hit. That makes sense. And the further down it goes, the less and less I like it. I don't like my 2022s to take a while to like get me in them, if you know what I mean. Like I can see that this is a 2022, but I don't like to wait for my entry. I like to see the displacement and then be like in on it. It's almost like catching a wave, I guess. God, guy goes surfing once and he's on about catching waves instead of trades. Someone humble this man. There's so many new day opening gaps in here, by the way. There's there's Joni, how many have you got? I've got 4. Like in from 23,008 up to 23,045. So from about here to here, so let's say 35 point range, I have 4 new day opening gaps from the last 5 days. So it kind of makes sense why it's doing this kind of not high resistance liquidity run by any means, but it's kind of trying to like knock on the doors. Yeah, it's a cluster, exactly. And typically it'll consolidate around these clusters. It's not consolidating yet. This is still moving lower, just not with speed. But that's kind of why these new day opening gaps are kind of like acting as speed bumps. If that makes sense. If you're wondering which new day opening gaps I'm talking about all these. Price is bumping and banging around them. Do. What you'll find interesting as well, Journey, is that the sell side that I'm targeting overlaps with Friday's PM first presented. Observe. There's Friday's PM first presented. There's Monday's PM first presented. For you boys. Giving you all my secrets. All the secrets, all the secret folders that I keep hidden. So you can't ever trade as brilliantly as me. Am I going to get filled? I kind of banked on the fact that I wasn't. Is that OTA? If it is, I like it even more. Yeah, that's definitely OTA. Yep. So if it does come up and if it comes up and fills me, I'm pretty confident. But not confident enough to over leverage. No. Macro time approaching, yeah. Sure is, Mr. Geordie, sure is. You know what? Whenever I say Mr. Geordie, for some reason, I slip into like almost a Cammy Capital impression. Mr. Geordie. That's as far as my Cammy Capital impression goes. I'd love to get him on the stream just as like a like a one-off, a special guest. It's just such a pain in the ass with his time zone being where it is. Here come the lows, and my headphones are so solid impression. Thank you. I swear to God, I've been calling this market literally 2 days. Well, sounds like a fucking lot, doesn't it? 2 days in a row. The point I was going to make is I've called this market 2 days in a row and it's not made money yet because I've just not gotten filled on anything. There was no real 2022 in there. Let's be real. These headphones are killing me. There we go. That's comfortable, wherever they are now. Feels like they're about to slip off the back of my head, though. There's first set of lows. If I put them this way, I need to, like, get them behind the glasses like that. Okay, wait there. Limit order is getting cancelled now. Didn't get filled. Oh well. Cry about it. Here comes set of lows and number dos, and the Spanish for 2. Now, will we get to London low? That's what I'm wondering. Also, notice how we ended the macro, and price just started expanding. How interesting. How peculiar. Did anyone catch anything in there? I'm curious. I'm curious who caught what, if anyone caught anything at all. What'd you catch? Of course you caught something, Journey. Of course you did. What did you catch, Journey? Flex. Flex on the chat. My out was 970. Well done. What was your in? I see what you're targeting. New week opening gap. I see you, Journey. But if that was the out, what was the in? Out at 963. Why are you two boys catching stuff? What? Someone broke my model. It doesn't work anymore. Where'd you boys get in at? Where? I want to see where and what. Where'd you get in and what did you get in on? Journey got in on the small Sibby. On the 1 minute. Where is said small Sibby? This one. You got in on this Sibby, Journey. I'm going to highlight this as Journey's entry. That's going to be Mount entry. So that's... Correct me if that's the wrong one. Just tell me like the minute of it if it's... What's that say? 0310... Yeah, okay, that's the right one, yeah. And Geordie was in short at 43s. So, oh wow, Geordie. Nice. Geordie gets the best fills. It's just what he does, Geordie. It's just what he does. Potential market maker. Yeah. Yeah. Potentially. I see what you're putting down, Geordie. I see what you're putting down. Because even though this got knocked out by that, do you remember when I said if I was aggressive, I'd turtle soup that, by the way? God forbid. That was the open as well, wasn't it? Yeah, literally the opening candle. What's regular trading hours look like? Tried 2 times in that space. Right, got you. You caught it though. You caught it. Looks like it wants London low, to be honest. London low also overlaps with Friday's AM first presented journey. I'm assuming you've seen that. Trail tight, tried again and help a little longer. Yeah, nice. Oh. YouTube Studios broke right there. Let me reload it. Wait, is everything broke? Is the stream still good? Is it just YouTube Studio being funny? Yeah, it will be. TopStep's moving fine. Give me a minute to get the music back on. Wi-Fi playing up. Who could have guessed? Okay, Wi-Fi really playing up. Why can't I load? Why can't I load this? Let me just close it and restart the tab. There we go. Do 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 do. Sorry if that was loud. I can't help it. It's always on max volume as soon as I click the first button. Do. London low most likely is the draw. Beyond that, I mean, do you reckon it wants these it probably wants these daily lows? So let's do a standard deviation of that. Let's go on the hourly. Yeah, I think it wants those daily equal lows. Let's do a standard deviation of that range, measure that. -1 takes us just below those lows. I saw how respect the midpoint of first presented after it went past it, so I trailed no stop there and then push one more time down. Stopped that at 80. Oh, okay. Daily low into that 4 hour busy. Where's it? Oh, copy prompts. Where's the daily low? Sorry about all them. I like this. Daily low would tap into a 4 hour busy, yeah. I'm assuming you mean this one. Seventh and 9, 2 a.m. Oh. I wasn't looking at that one. We can do this with bodies, and then 2 takes us to there. I like this. Shame there's no real 2022 for me in there. Let's go back and see if there was like a... Nothing there. Nothing on the 5. Nothing on the 4. Nothing on the 3. Nothing on the 2. You could argue that on the 1 that Journey entered off, but not for me. Not for me. I don't, you could have actually maybe argued that. I guess you could say that, like, it's breaking these lows here, so, like, yeah. I don't hate the entry, it's just a bit too aggressive for me. Work that Friday gap, yeah. I'm looking at it. Yeah, continuation entry of the 2022. That makes sense. I need to, like, I always used to play around with them, but I just tend not to. Well, I don't tend not to. I haven't on my fundeds, just because they're so aggressive. They're not even aggressive because it's a continuation play. I just am always scared of the retracement entering off stuff like that. I need other factors to, like, give me some more conviction, I guess. Doo-doo. That's how I'm blow up an account and you're steadily growing your you do make me laugh, Journey. Yeah, today's trade was a hefty stop. That's why I was waiting for, like, that nicer retracement to get a real nice entry. I didn't want to push that one. Although I was pretty, like, certain of these relative equal lows. Like, realistically, I did great today. My reads have been unbelievable recently. Like, that read Wow. Knock above those highs, go for those lows. What more do you want me to do? I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. I'm just that good. That sounds so narcissistic. These headphones. God damn. You guys did well making money off that though. I did well not forcing an entry when there wasn't one for my model, and you two did well following your models and making money. Oh, don't you worry, Geordie. I have well, I do have them on my other chart, like, as well, just like as a curiosity thing. But I use them the way that I got taught to use them by Cammy's videos when he moved to it. But they're pretty similar to Wiz's measurements. What are you looking at today? Because I don't see. Oh, actually, did I do the previous day's value area levels? Did I? Did I do it? Just double checking. No, I did. Yeah, I did. But oh, okay, wait, yeah. Yeah, so for me, the previous day value levels, so like, we're way beyond them. Previous weeks, we're digging into them now. But if you wanted to use, like, Monday's value area levels, I've not got them on the chart, but I bet they're in play right now. I always just have the value. I'll not all the time, but I will have them sometimes, just when I feel like messing with them. But I'm never trading based off of them. It's more just for fun, like in curiosity's sake. Is why they're there for me. I'd much rather have my normally my secondary chart is like my first presented gaps, my new day opening gaps, my new week opening gaps. Those are the three things that are on my secondary chart. It's not on the screen. And then my main streaming chart, that's liquidity levels, that's daily levels, that's opening range gaps, and the first presented fair value gap of the day, and the first presented fair value gap of the week, which is this one that's got like the black outline. That's the first presented fair value gap of the week. Haven't seen Cammy's method. It's just on his YouTube channel. It's like a maybe 30-40 minute volume profile video. He did it a while ago. And he just teaches you how he will identify like previous day value area levels and previous week value area levels. I'm less convicted about your market maker call right now, Geordie, solely because I remembered that we have these. These are some powerful equal lows down at 779. Even these ones down at 800 are decent. But look at that daily chart and look at those equal lows. If this day closes bearish, I am looking for these lows. Like going into the rest of this week probably. Tuesday, high of week. Wednesday, Thursday, continuation into these relative equal lows. Even Friday maybe, but more today and tomorrow. I'll be looking for them. Especially if today closes bearish, tomorrow I'm looking for a short down to them. That impersonator has hair. Cammy's beautiful. He's glowed up. He did go blonde for a little bit. I remember when he got that hair transplant while he was streaming. Yeah, he did go blonde, but he's gone back to his roots recently, which I've seen in his why is this paused again? His recent videos. YouTube Studio is really fucking with me today. It's just not working. Oh, I'm gonna have to close it and reopen it again. Luckily, price isn't doing a whole lot. Let's go back up to that one. I'm with you, Kai. Short bias for me too. I just hate the discounts and the high time frame ranges. Music's really loud. Saved it right before the beat. I just hate the discounts on the high time frame ranges. You don't know when it's going to snap back on them. Yeah, that's true. Okay, well that was a random little spurt of energy to the upside. NQ. You want to talk about that, NQ? Retap of Friday's PM. First presented journey. That's what I'm looking at. Oh, Don P, welcome. You took a Chris Longan out already. We all love a Chris Knox Long. Friday's first presented from the PM is right there, by the way. Oh, Mr. Don P. You should have been in the stream earlier. I told everyone exactly what was going to happen. No one ever listens. I tease. I tease, and I also made no money because I didn't get my entry I was looking for. I am watching how it's going to treat this first presented, though. That is going to be interesting. Is it going to reject from this, or is it going to manage to get above it? On a closing basis as well, not just work through it. It's not closed above it yet. Let's see if this candle does. Oh, these headphones! I swear to God. There we go. They're way better than yesterday already. They just needed a bit of stretching. Okay, we closed above it. Interesting. Still think bearish because it could just be filling in those imbalances that it's on the left of, on the right of. This is one thing actually I wanna, let me do this. Okay, take a look at this. This is what I put in the Discord today. This is going to be a YouTube short. This is what I put in the Discord today. Smooth lows. So we had this. When did I post this? I posted this at 14:04. So that's like converted to New York time. That's 9:04 a.m. Which obviously you can tell just from looking how far we are through price action. But I didn't post anything else today, so nothing else has been posted or anything like that. And I posted these two lows, and I said, boring how often these smooth lows happen, and then I zoomed in on the 1 minute and noticed we had these smooth highs. So essentially, look for the highs to be swept out, because forming smooth highs like that before market open is just a clear sign of that's going to be swept. And then look for these two sell-side objectives, and I did highlight that we had the data low from PPI as well, but I elected to use the two equal lows. And like, what more do you want? Equal highs, swept, and then turn, run, knock out the first set of equal lows, knock out the second set of equal lows. Now it seems to be just consolidating for a little bit before continuing lower and probably knocking out London low as well. You know the gladiator thing where it's like, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? I'm actually short biased, like fairly short term. Dumpy, and that's because I have been eyeing up these relative equal lows. Like Geordie, so you said market maker model. How about that for a market maker model? That's original consolidation here. This is, oh wait. This is all original consolidation. And then this is your first stage accumulation. Second stage accumulation. Smart money reversal, first stage distribution, and then really this is second stage distribution, so I'd expect this to go, if this is going to play out, then this should really get moving when it wants to go for these lows. What do you think of that one? It's pretty. So really, like, yeah, now I'm very short biased. I wish I'd thought of all this, like, prior to today. Well, not prior to today, but you know what I mean. Because then, like, I don't know. I still probably wouldn't have entered, because, well, I don't know what I would have entered on. I mean, really, that's an entry right there. I could have taken, but I won't, because that's not my model. But that is a valid entry, I would say. Target London low. It's hard for you to be bearish, and I don't blame you. We're at all-time highs. I am going to go short on paper just for fun. Just while it's inside this fair value gap that it's in. So I put my stop loss there. I don't really want to. I don't like that. I'll put it there, but if that gets stopped, I'm just going to re-enter and put it up there, because that's where I would want to. That's where I'd want to be. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just put it there anyway. It's paper. Why am I trying to manage risk so effectively on a paper trading account? Ugh. What's that fair value gap? Is that, yeah, Friday's PM. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if this stays in the lower half now. That'd be cool. These sell side objectives can get deleted as well. Doing these standard deviation measurements again. You'll like this, Wiz. $22,773. What's that? 200 points away from currently where we are currently. What's below that low? Anything? Not really anything. So I would expect once we get below this low, we get a move on, basically, towards those lows. See that first presented reaction so far. I like it a lot. What did ES do today? Oh my god. I'm crashing now. I'm crashing out. Oh. Pretty similar thing, to be fair. It's left equal lows from where it's currently just came. Oh, it's left a lot of equal lows. ES looks so ripe for sure. Oh my god, look at that. Someone short ES for me right now. Popping into this 15 minute. Oh, ES looks so ripe for sure. I'd look for a 1 minute 2022 off of that 15 minute. Something like that. Where's ES's first presented? Oh, ES used its first presented today. That's interesting. That isn't much of a first presented though. It did overlap with all that, but I mean it did get used. Where would the next one be? The next one would be there, and we'd literally just be tapping into it now. Almost. That is very displacey though, and it does break away from the range. It's not like it's moving. See, See how see how these two wicks that came up into it as well? They just like popped up and stopped at this like this range here. They stayed there. Well, they didn't bother going up because all this is balanced here. All that's balanced. This to this isn't. So they just wicked above that and then drop it off a cliff. NQ actually did go back above first presented, but ES looks so good right now. Hasn't taken pre-market lows, yeah, exactly. Oh, I wish I was allowed to trade ES, because that, when that swing low breaks, if it forms a fair value gap right there, where it is now, is it going to form one? Oh my god, why am I so tired? I've had way too much caffeine today to be tired. It's formed a tiny one so far, potentially. 2 minutes also there. I'm gonna short yes on paper in a minute as well. Is that what the NQ 15 minute looks like? No. Okay, interesting. There's the fair value gap, but it's not broken the swing low yet. Will that get respected, do we think, or not? It's pretty small. But size matters not. Could also look for this swing low break, but that's a pretty small move to the equal lows. What else is there on ES? Nothing really apart from London low. I like my fair value gap shaken, not stirred. That should be my quote, the British quote. NQ's now tanking. It came up to a new day opening gap instead of the first presented, and now it's dropping. ES is also dropping. Wait, I don't even have to do this, I can just do this. And then what would standard deviation of that range be? I'm gonna have fun. 0.5. 917.75. What'd be interesting is if we consolidate now for another, what, 10-15 minutes, and then this isn't like me saying this is gonna happen, by the way, this is just what I'm gonna look at. The 10-50, 11-10 macro will be interesting. If it wants to drop sooner than that, then that'll also be interesting, but OTA, I've just seen you guys raving about this OTA. Is this ES? I think it's ES when you mentioned OTA. Ah, yeah, you'll be looking at that, won't you? Will you? This? That's not a dealing range though. At least not on that time frame. Or this? Oh no, can't be that. To the bodies? I don't know what you guys are measuring. It's a 5 minute holding. Oh no, it's not. Interesting. Okay. Upside? Question mark? Or maybe you're on about NQ. That's OTA. Boom. 10:07 to 10:13 NQ. Oh, you're looking at this. Right, got you. Don P, I'll show you this just because I do find it interesting. So this is Cammy's value area levels. Let me just load the loadout. Load the layout. Bro's playing COD again. This is Cammy's value area levels. So right now it's banging around the previous week's value area high. That's what PW is, previous week. I mean, now it's expanding way beyond it. Oh, wow. Am I going to get stopped out on that paper trade? See, this is why I don't enter continuations. All the previous data value area levels today, though, for Cammy's, the way Cammy measures it, they're all, like, we're well below them. Which, I take it, means bearishness, if we're way below them. And then previous week's point control value area low down there. That's that paper trade stopped out. Damn. You guys' OTE long looked like it was beautiful. Oh, do you know what? I didn't even clock. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm on a wrong time frame. Ignore me. Don't matter. $10.30 reversal. Not really. The reversal started at like 10:05. It took all that sell side and then yeah. Ooh. Is it inverting that now? Yeah. Sure is. Tapped into it. So now are we going for the first presented? That's what I'm now thinking. Because since we didn't tap it all day, formed it, ran away from it. At least on NQ. Yeah, that's why I literally have like separate tabs open. I just turn my headphones off. Or did I pause the music? I think I just accidentally paused the music with my headphones. Oops. Anyway. Yeah, so like I obviously have my two different monitors, and then on those monitors, like on my secondary chart, I have like a layout that is literally just called futures trading, but that's like my value area level chart, which I mess around with from time to time. Never trade off of, literally just out of curiosity's sake. And then I have like a tab open on TradingView next to that, which is my new week opening gap, new day opening gap, all that stuff. You took my liquidity, Geordie. My paper, well, I'm not out yet. My paper account is still holding strong. That's why I papered this. It's just for fun. Any paper trade I take is not a serious trade. I would actually take on anything that was worth anything real. "30 handles ain't bad, wish it were minis." No, you do not, Geordie, because what if it was 30 handles the opposite way and it were minis? That's the question you need to pose yourself. I am gonna get out of this and just finish up though, because like I'm done for today. I still think bearishness is the move. I think that this is just some sort of a retracement. That 15-minute is a thing. That is a thing. Did we? Yeah, we just fell short of that, didn't we? Yeah. So yeah, I'd be thinking tap into that. I'm just bearish, to be honest. Now I'm bearish until we get to these 780s. Is what I would be looking for. But that is all for today. That was very good calls again. PM will offer some bearish behavior. Yeah, most likely. It's now turning again. I'm going to take a peek at this in like 10 minutes. I'm just going to go rest my eyes because my eyes are cooking. But yeah, I'll be back same time tomorrow. Appreciate you boys for coming in and hanging out. That was a very good call today. Knock out the highs, go for the lows. I literally could not be happier with how that went. I could have made money off of it. Obviously, that'd be a nice bonus, but oh well. Sometimes you just don't get filled. But the direction and the move that I was anticipating was like spot on. So there we go. But yeah, I will catch you boys later. See you tomorrow. Cheers, Mr. Geordie.